Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise to
Yahweh,
by Hashem, Yahushai,
by
Hashem,
Rakak
Rakakadash, the honor to the apostle, known as a great millstone. Peace, salutation to the brothers doing his work, sincerity, and truth. The hopeful elect. The brothers waiting patiently every day for Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai to return so we can get out this place. Peace, salutation to you, brothers. All right, it's the third time we did this video. But we want to get into many brothers speaking on just how brothers got to be wise and you know, wise and circumspect about the surroundings, man. You know, because when we out here in the highways and byways, we gotta, you know, we got many things we have to do. We got this world we got to deal with. We got you know, our own family we got to deal with, and you got niggas. It's basically a majority of it is the niggas out here, man. That's, you know, that's really not pushing forward the truth. You know, you do the work, and then you get you know, you got to go through what we call like a time where everything, you know, because Satan is always there. It's always something that's go on. But it's niggas that's holding up this, that's trying to hold us up. They're trying to hold us up. You know, so the brother gonna bring out the scripture. You know.
This is St. Matthew's chapter 10 and verse 16, and it reads, "Behold," and this is Yahushua speaking, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves."
Right, he sent a sheep amongst wolves, man. What is a sheep? A sheep is a dainty creature, you know, and that's represent for the brother of the elect that's doing the will of Yahweh by Shema Shah. Then the scriptures say the man that's tender amongst you, you know, so we're you know, being, you know, men that's having in their lives for this work and it's the truth and the will of Yahweh by Shema Shah. I mean, hazard, meaning is at any time that wolf, which is the so-called white man and the rest of the nations, they come and they're gonna come and try to pounce on us any time, man.
Okay.
You know, they're apex predator, man. They're ready to devour us. Hey, the reason we know they got things like the King Alpha plan, you know, Rex 84, you know, they got things of that nature. They got everyday life. You got cops shooting us, you know. They out here saying that the Bible ain't true, you know. They trying to devour the saints. So what? Why? So we couldn't be able to so they could take us all out. So we couldn't usher in the kingdom of the Lord, man. You know, that's what they think and their logic. All right.
I just was gonna grab this real quick because the brother had brought out. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8, and it reads, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
Beautiful, bro. Because your adversary the devil was, man, he's your adversary, see he would devour. How was that? He got his surveillance out here.
Mm-hmm.
He got his police forces. He got regular Jake. He got the nigga woman who he got the minds of the people.
Yeah.
He got the minds of the people. You know, and we just we're a small remnant. That he want to get rid of, which in turn because in turn that brings the kingdom of heaven through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. If we stay here, he can lose his kingdom. He don't want to lose that, man. You know. Go ahead.
And the brother said he got the nigga woman. That's his attack dog, right? Eve is against us.
Yep.
But this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 15, and it reads, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise."
Right, be wise in this thing, man. Not as fools, meaning you don't be foolish in blabbing out, man. When you at work, man, fuck y'all in the name, blah blah, you know, and how about Shimon, man? You at work, man. You cussing people out. You know, you in the streets cussing people out. You know, demons get riled up from that, man. You know, you got here in the streets, these niggas, they don't want to hear that name. I know as soon as that name come out, it vibrates on them demons, man. They gonna try to kill you, man. you know. And the only thing can protect you is the spirit of the Lord, man. You know, you got guys that's doing that, man. You got guys that, you know, through the spirit. We know one or two guys that went out and did that, and they no longer with us, man. You know, it wasn't in our camp, you know, but you know, it's things like that that can hurt and hinder work that's being done properly and concisely, man. You know, being foolish. Read it from the top again.
This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
The word circumspect is to look around, man.
Yep.
You know? Not as fools, man, but wise. Using your wisdom, using your noggin. Let the spirit of the Lord take control, man. You know, that direct your paths. You know you out here every day. And you got to realize that demons are ready to these demons are ready to take you out. You know, they didn't say. Didn't the Lord tell? What was that? Peter. He said Satan is trying to sift you as wheat. You know, he said he wanted to sift you as wheat, man. You know, and that's what we got going on out here. These devils trying to sift us, man. Trying to take us off the face of the earth because what? They do not want they do not want the Lord to usher in the kingdom, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. And that word evil, it means eve, meaning time, and vil, meaning bad. All right. So we're in bad times right now. All right. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. So we have to be circumspect, man, in all our actions to the best of our ability. Like the brother said, circumspect means to look around. There's a saying, 365 degrees of awareness, all right? Because at any time, when we could slip so bad that we could fall, all right? Fall and fall into Satan's snares. Fall into Satan's traps, all right? You got the spiritual demon Satan, but then you got his physical counterpart, which is the devil, which are these Edomites, all right? And then you got our own people, 2/3 of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that had demons jump on them that be on that bullshit.
Right, they be on that bullshit. Let me make a correction. That was Simon. This is Luke 22 and 31. It says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to have you that he may sift you as wheat, right? He coming, what the enemy come to do? Nothing but to steal, kill, and destroy. Man, right, he can't do it all, man. So know that we're in a time where this devil is really ramping up, man. He's ramping up. He's gearing up. You know, he got his exoskeletons going on. Yeah. He can lift up a car with it. He can lift a car up with his exoskeleton. But you think about what the Spirit of the Lord can do. He can lift up mountains. That's right. Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Colossians.
And whatever he wants.
That's right. That's why we're going to need the Lord Yahweh exactly. Because that Esau got, like you just said, exoskeletons. How can we fight against that? Esau got X-ray guns.
Yep.
All right, that'll give you a heart attack. Lasers. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the elder Demashapat in his channel called GMS Vent out there in Indiana, he just reposted that video when they was down there, when they was using them laser guns on them Jakes. Damn, I forgot where they was at.
Panama?
The Panama Deception, bro.
Yeah,
and I had seen that before I even knew about the truth. And he just when he reposted it, jogged up the memories.
So that was over 30 years ago. Think about, that's 30 years, so they had to have them before that. They said for the technology, we're already 50 years. When they bring it out, it's already 50 years already done.
Damn.
Man. So think about that, man. So just add 20 years, which would take it to 1979. I mean, 89. I mean, 79, 69. So the lasers was already being used. Or whatever, you know.
When they was making Star Trek, the original Star Trek series,
exactly,
they was using laser and they had cell phones on there.
Exactly. So you think the little handheld cell phone that Captain Kirk had was just some fictional thing? It was already set forth already, man. You know, and then the big screen TV that you saw the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah.
Got there, huh?
Yep. Now we got it.
Now we
We
got some old shit. They was communicating. Remember how they communicated on the phones?
Yeah.
They seen each other on screens. What you think we can do now with an app? There, and I can talk to another brother from down south right now. I can talking to him the same way right here. Same way they just said the same thing,
bro. Yeah.
It was a tablet back then. They just probably gave Apple the you get it first. Notice everybody else get it right after somebody else get it. They all can do it. You know, so Satan has been doing this like he has his weaponry and his blessing, his technology. If you didn't think he was trying to ramp, what do you think he been doing? Why do you think he been searching the seas, the depths of the seas? Why do you think he been trying to go out into space? There's a scripture in there. What it say? He says if he can measure the seas of the heaven, then he'll get rid of the sea of the earth. What you think he want to do? He want to sift this all out and get us out of here, man. Phase you out. That's why. Is it 31 or 30?
Yeah, Jeremiah 31.
Yeah, Kyle, you got it?
Let me see. 31,
33.
35.
35.
Yep. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 35, and it reads, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea, when the waves thereof roar. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith the Lord Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Forever. So go ahead. I give you a disclaimer. Go ahead. Israel gonna take it, but I go ahead and give you your chance that you think what do you say? He gave a strong delusion that they believe a lie. You should believe a lie to yourself. You know what I mean? He give you strong delusion that you believe your own lie, man. You know? So what they do? They put a NASA program. They got the Sputnik program. They got all the programs to see how they can measure the heavens or the depths of the sea. But like the scripture said, he opened the curtains, the heavens, the curtain of Solomon, man. Oh, the heavens are always expanding, man. So Yahushua ain't just sitting next to the Father. He's out there doing work, creating planets, doing everything he got to do with the angels, man. He's sitting and set up. Why you say my Father had many mansions, bro?
Mansions.
What does that mean, man? We gonna be on those planets, man. So he out there building it up for us, and they know, like, they can't measure. There's no way. You got wormholes. You got all type of things. So let me go ahead and see if I can go to the depths of the sea. That might be easy. Yeah, it's on the earth, man. Shit, go further than you know.
And like the numerous brothers bring out, and I know the elder Malcolm in Chicago always bring out, Esau can't even go past the Van Allen belt. So that kill you right there. That kill it right there. You are not a god.
Yeah, right? You are not a god.
Right. Still in Jeremiah chapter 31 and this time verse 37, it reads, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith the Lord Yahweh. And we've done a lot, but these can't be measured. So the Lord is still always going to have mercy upon the nation of Israel, all right?
But you'll always keep his mercy because he said it.
It's
not in there for no reason, and they know that, man. That's why they're trying to get dark matter, whatever they think they can do. You have a certain what they call that, CERN.
Yeah, CERN control the weather.
They HARP. They destroy. And only places which is being destroyed is those goddamn rural areas where crackers lay their head at, man. The Lord is just destroying them places. You know, so your weather, you might get a freeze. But wait, we still got Jacob's trouble heavy coming. We in Jacob's trouble. We ain't seen really how Jacob's trouble gonna be, but it's gonna be worse than it's gonna be worse.
Than we can imagine.
We can imagine. It's gonna be horrible.
A time never before seen. That's right.
So what you think he's trying to do? Bring that Jacob's trouble.
Con. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, in verse 7. I can get Daniel's 12
Okay,
and 1 too.
Got you.
Okay.
There you go.
That's what you want first?
Yeah, no, you get that.
Okay.
You get that.
This Jeremiah chapter 30 in verse 7, and it reads, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are Jacob, all right?
Right.
But he shall be saved out of it.
He should be saved out of it, right? So he said that's, and look at well, every time the Lord speaks, he let us know what he's going to do for us every time, man. He's going to save us. We did this, but he's going to save us. The Most High, you have, because he promised. Where he, and he's not going to, his promise don't go out void, man.
God.
So he's going to be saved out of. So you can measure this, the heavens, the ocean. You can't, which like you can't measure the heavens or the ocean. So the Lord already told us that he was going to save us. If scriptures in there say he gonna save us all the way in Revelations to Genesis, man.
Yeah.
But you think they think they have ways that they can take the saints out, man. No, they think they got the all end all be all. That nuclear missile, man. They trying to hurt you and destroy you. You got to use your wisdom and knowledge to understand that. We got guys that's debating about stupid shit like just stupid shit like
stupid shit.
Just stupid shit. You go there.
Just stupid shit.
Just stupid. Well, we were looking for how we can save ourselves, man. And not debate over some shit that's not. But some things have to come out so some people can get some edification. That's how we gonna look at it. Edify. We gonna go there.
And we can't save ourselves. We looking for ways that we can please the Lord to where He'll save us.
Exactly. Ain't no way you exactly put correctly out. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, and that's the archangel Michael, okay? The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Right, so that's everyone that's found, and that's the elect, man, that's going to be filled in the book. It's going to be a time that never was. God. We had many times where we were invaded by other nations, and the Most High took us out, put us in captivity. We had a lot of times where we got out of that situation, but right now we're under captivity under this devil right now. But it's going to be a time where you ain't never seen this before. It's going to be so spiritual, man. It's to the point where the Most High going to have Leviathan come out, man. He's going to have apparitions running through here, man. Terrifying people, man. Egypt, spirit of Egypt all over again, man. Things we ain't never, because you didn't see a Leviathan come out in that time, man.
And brother, like you said, so like it, not to cut you off,
okay.
But like you had mentioned earlier, you said, and I shall choose their delusion. Mm-hmm. That also goes for that. Shoot, if the Lord ain't dealing with you, man, He gonna make you see your worstest fears.
Yeah, kind of.
Shoot, if you scared of a spider the size of a vehicle, you gonna see that.
Exactly.
All right, if that's your fear,
you got some people who are scared of apparitions. The brother just told me a story. He said he was a kid over somebody's house, and, and he said it was a piano, I guess, an electric piano,
a keyboard
that it was you
okay, kind of, yeah. I was telling him because we was talking about how before we even came into this truth, it's demons around us, man. And this was back in the 80s. I spent the night over this lady's house. It was my mom and my brothers and sisters. And, because my mom and friend had kids our age, and the lady had a keyboard in the house. And it was unplugged. It was the only way it could make a sound is if the keyboard was plugged up into the wall. And the lady, I was real mischievous back then, and the lady was like, Frank, whatever you do, don't touch my keyboard.
like telling you to touch it. That's like telling you to touch it.
I touched it anyway.
You say he's playing today.
So later on that night, shit, that motherfucking keyboard started playing by itself, and we all had to run up out the house. That's how much madness was going on in the house, because it was the lady, her father's keyboard. Okay. All right. But yeah, before I even came into this truth, it was demons around, apparitions.
God, I got one more thing about that. It was I had an ex chick, little chick I used to deal with. She told me the story. She said her and her cousin was in the house, and she said, her and her cousin looked by this plant, and she said they saw a blue lit up man just waving at them going in. I'm playing now. She said he went and vanished behind something. So she said, I'm not playing. I believed her, because I believe such shit like that. She said a man just waving at her in the house and went behind it. One of the plants in there and disappeared. It was crazy. Yep.
Yeah.
But things like that, man, is demons, man, that be out here, man. You know, just be plaguing the mind, man.
Yep. The Lord deal with both sides.
Both sides. Hey, he control it all, man. Satan ain't got Lucifer, the spiritual demon with Lucifer. Satan, how you say it? The spiritual?
The spiritual demon Satan.
The spiritual demon Satan. So like, mind get trapped up. You got them demons. You got Peter's 5:8 also.
Okay,
yeah. He out here plaguing the minds of people, especially every men of the Lord, man. Man, you crazy. If you believe that demons can't fuck with you, you got a demon on you, right?
That's right.
You got a demon on you right now. You got some.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8.
But we pray to the Lord that they come off of us, man. You know what I mean?
And don't come back.
They don't come back,
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Oh, shoot. Hey, don't you see Jake getting blasted in the head? Don't you see Jake getting hit with diseases that they didn't have? Jake going to get a checkup. He get a shot. A week later, he found out he got cancer and shit. He found out he got a venereal disease, because all of a sudden he got a disease all of a sudden that he didn't have before. Jake get the issue. Jake can barely you can't even eat food. You can't even breathe air. Your brother's coughing. Just out of the blue. Shit. You got your woman. That's a plague. If she ain't about giving you some type of rest and at least a little ease, she ain't even worth it. Go ahead, you got something now?
Yeah. Speaking on apparitions, this is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. As for the illusions of art, magic, they were put down, and their vaulting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. For they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at.
Right, he said it was worthy to be laughed at.
Worthy.
Go ahead, bro.
For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by and hissing of serpents, they died for fear, denying that they saw the air which could of no side be avoided. So they died of fear.
They died of fear.
Apparitions.
Heart stopped on them. Heart stopped on them.
Damn, man.
That's
cold.
Most of the cold work. Hey man, but still, the whole thing, you gotta be vigilant. Is you gotta understand that these both sides, you have just heard people just died in their sleep. You know, to get some. You know, have you ever had paralysis? So-called paralysis. What they call riding your back.
Yeah, that's what I call it. The younger brothers call it something else, but it'd be the same thing.
Yeah,
that's what we called it. The witch riding your back.
I just know. I remember that. Goddamn, get held down and shit. You can't move.
Yeah.
Your lips get. I had one time. I was standing there, zip my lips from one end to the other, like a ziplock.
And one day it happened to me. They used to happen to me years ago, back in the 80s and the 90s. But when I came into the faith, it happened to me. I couldn't even say my lips. Yep. I couldn't even say. I knew the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, but I thought it. All I could think was Yahweh Bashim Shai, Yahweh Bashim, and then I came up out of it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I feel that motherfucker brush me.
Yeah,
I rolled out the bed and brushed me out. Yeah. So hey, it's just a little thing, man.
It's chills down your
back. Exactly. But then you know what it is.
You know? Now we know what it is.
Yep. So but that's what you do. I was like, yeah, okay, that's how it was. And it happened just one time in that house. You know what I mean? I remember seeing orbs just pop, boop, 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 and like spirits. And they're like 3 in a row. They just blink when I come in the house and see the bugs right down the hallway. Anyways, but you got to be. We went a little off with just something else, but you still through the spirit. It's just through the spirit, you know.
That's right.
So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Peace, salutation, brothers, and work, sincerity, and truth. We almost out here. Shalom.
Shalom.